I know it seems like it would be labor intensive, but honestly, it's really not that much more. But it will help you if you're trying to lose and manage your weight to stay to an appropriate serving size and avoid going over it in ways you're not even really fully conscious of.
Hi, welcome to the Judy Terrell Show, where I explore topics intended to optimize every body 50, 60, 70, and above.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to episode number 2 in my series that I'm entitling, I'm Doing Everything Right, so Why Am I Struggling with Losing Weight? All right, so this is episode number 2, and if this is you and it's saying that in your head, then you're in the right spot, all right? So I'm focusing in on this episode on serving size. And I know what you're thinking, like we hear me say that, it's like, I know serving size, I got to keep to portions. And of course, when you measure out your own portion, and you bring it to work and you've got just that in the Pyrex or the Tupperware, and, if you put yourself on your plate serving, or you go to the restaurant, they've got a serving, like serving size. Most of my people, when I bring this up, most of my clients will say to me, no, I've got the serving size down. That's not the problem. But let me explain to you how this might be getting you in ways that you're not aware of, all right? So most of my clients that I work with, they want to be frugal and they want the best buy for their buck, right? So now they will go out to the grocery stores when they go shopping and they're going to buy the bigger size bag of a chip or the bigger size container of yogurt as opposed to the individual serving sizes, or they're going for the bigger containers because price per point price, it's going to be less expensive if you're buying the bigger containers with multiple servings than if you're buying single serving ones. All right. But let me just tell you something. Research has shown that the bigger the portion that you get, the more that you will eat of it. All right. So what does that mean? So I'm going to use my illustration of yogurt. Okay. If you buy a single serve container of yogurt, it's 5 ounces, on average, then when you eat that and it's done, it's gone. Like that will be your serving size. All right. And I'll throw myself under the bus on this. If I'm going to buy the 32 ounce containers, which is like, 5 single serve, singles, if they were going to put singles into that, and that's what I buy, and I bring it home and I put it in my refrigerator. Now, when I'm going to serve myself that, like, I always joke with people, I'm like, whatever the container is my serving size. And what I memean by that is I'm going to be hard pressed. I will not eat just the 5 ounces that would have been, if I got the single serving one. I'm going to spoon it out and, I'm going to estimate and guesstimate or whatever. And I'm going to have more than the single serving size of 5 ounces. I'm probably going to have 7 ounces. I'll think I had 5 ounces. I'll convince myself it was 5 ounces, but it will be more because the container was bigger. They've done research. It used to be when I was younger, and those of you who are over 60 will remember this, you bought a single serve bag of chips. It was 0.9 or 1 ounce, okay? You can't find a 1 ounce bag anymore. It's like 1.5 or 2.3. And as insidious as this is, and the food manufacturers know that if they package it with a little bit more, it's right under the amount that will be satisfying to you. You're going to eat more of it than if you bought the 1 ounce bag, which they don't even make anymore. And then you're going to be apt to open another bag because the serving size they're manipulating the serving sizes so that we end up eating more. And so if you're buying a big bag of like 7 ounce or 9 ounce bag, or even more, the bigger ones, 16 ounce bag, even if you open that bag, the amount you'll eat out of that versus if you bought the single size bag, even though it's bigger than when we were younger, if you're over 60, you're going to eat more of it. You're going to be hard pressed to stop at the 1 ounce. Because even if you measure it out, the bag's right there and you're going to go back in for a couple more. So you end up eating more.
Your Second 50 Life is my virtual platform that is designed for both men and women over 50 and 60, 70, and 80. And it includes pre-recorded video information on exercise and how to do it, whether you're fit and in good health, or if you have bad knees, bad shoulders, a bad back, whatever. It includes information on how to eat for weight management and how to eat for health management. It includes information on the psychology of aging and what do we need to do in our heads, because let's face it, this aging thing is not for the faint of heart. So your Second 50 Life is a virtual platform of resources that you can access at your own leisure, but it also includes 2 times a month live video coaching with me so that you can bring your own individual questions and get individual coaching as well as have access to all the information on the pre-recorded videos. So please check it out because we're all in this together and we got this.
When you have bigger serving sizes, even if you think that you're staying to a single serving size, I have many clients that say, I go out to dinner and, then when the order comes, I just eat half of it. Well, half of it was probably closer to what would have been 2/3 of it, 50 years ago, because everything is a larger size now. McDonald's, whoever was the fast food restaurant, when they did Supersize Me, they did that because the cost for them to up the amount of it was less than the amount of that people would order the supersize. The economy of the finances ended up being more, and it made us, scratch that itch of, bigger serving sizes. They know that we'll eat more of a bigger serving size. So that kept you coming back for more because, you're getting more and more addicted to that food. And the bigger serving size helped you to do that. That's why they did the Supersize Me, the whole strategy and campaign, and it worked. So anyway, my point I'm making is serving size is really important. You will be better if you are trying to lose weight to buy the single servings, all right, than if you're buying the multiple servings and think you're going to take a single serving out of it and use it that way, all right? So that's point number one. Now, the pushback I usually get from some clients is that, well, that's more expensive and I can't justify that financially. Well, then what you want to do, like for instance with the yogurt, is get a single serving one, have the multiple serving one, and then open that up and put the serving into the single. So now it's weighed out, put the other one back in the refrigerator, and then eat that single serving. The same thing with nuts, for instance. You buy the 16-ounce jar. Oh my God, you're going to be, again, I'll throw myself under the bus as an example. By the time I'm done with, I'm going to have one handful, a little bit more. I'm going to have 4 ounces or 3 ounces at 180 calories an ounce because it's a bigger serving size right there than if I had a sleeve of like a 1 ounce portion of nuts. So you can buy the bigger containers, the chips, the crackers, all of this, the meat products, but you're going to be best, like for instance with the meat, buy the sleeve of chicken, but then put it into individual serving sizes and put them in your freezer. And then when you're taking out single serving sizes to cook. I know it seems like it would be labor intensive, but honestly, it's really not that much more. But it will help you if you're trying to lose and manage your weight to stay to an appropriate serving size and avoid going over it in ways you're not even really fully conscious of. All right. So serving size, very important. This is my episode number 2 out of 6 on how I'm doing everything right, but I'm still not losing weight. My insights and how to help you to maybe find 1 or 2 or maybe all 6 of them that you're doing. And then maybe you'll be able to see the weight loss you're after or successfully manage the weight without so much of a struggle. All right, buddy. Happy to see you here on this video. I hope that you join me for the next 4. If you're enjoying this, please, go to my website, judyterrell.com. Lots of things there for ways to help you. I have my platform, yoursecond50.life, a subscription platform, but just a huge resource of information for people over 50. Everything having to do with health, fitness, well-being for now and the rest of your life. So valuable. Check that out as well. All right, everybody, we got this eating thing. See you on the next video. And if you'd like to have access to some of my additional resources, I can be found at Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and on my website, www.judyterrell.com.